Welcome to episode 42.
Yes, and don't panic.
What do you mean? Who's panicking?
No, I mean, just don't panic and remember your towel. This episode is brought to you by our super cool title sponsor, Team Cayote.
And our awesome partners.
Team Savox.
Tonisport.
Invisible Speed Mayako Youth Mentoring Program.
RC.
Orlowski Racing Line.
RSRC.
EuroRC.
Now Graphics.
36 Move.
I'm Matt McCallum.
And I'm Frank McKinney.
And here are your headlines.
New car alert! X-Ray has launched their T426 to follow up to last year's World Championship car.
Well, new to us.
Yes.
Came out last week. Just after. Missed the cut-off.
Well,
They
yeah,
missed the cut-off. But also the 25 version was driven, of course, by Bruno Cahello in California to take his last World Championship for the Slovakian brand.
The four-wheel drive touring car announcement follows the XB2 buggy release, which happened during the recent 10th Buggy Worlds.
Of course, they would have loved to have taken the win or at least some podium spots to go along with the buggy announcement. But
yeah, that's racing, isn't it?
speaking of buggies, another week, another team associated launch.
Yeah.
Because breathe in, associated launch. Breathe out, associated launch. That's how it works. And this time we've got the black chassis team edition of the RC10 four-wheel drive, the belt drive version of the originally released prototype car from the 80s.
Actually, it was an unreleased. This new version has a new chassis, stiffeners, and drivetrain parts, and a host of other retro upgrades.
This would have been perfect for last week's team associated Vintage Worlds in Vegas.
Yeah, more on that in a moment, though. First, we have to mention the Team Savox Grand Prix, which took place last weekend.
Looks like everyone had a really great time in both nitro and electric classes.
Definitely. Lots of great racing there, and congratulations to the winners. Chen Jiahao, Ling Ming Kong, Chen Wai Ting, and Huang Yu Jia.
KO Propo has released a new version of their X Next Basic, yes, remember that name, great name. The Edition controller, now with new colours, a bit less basic. That blue is especially tasty, but it's only available by pre-order directly from KO.
SWorks has followed up their 2023 World Cup winning GTE car with a new version, the GT 3.0, with a ton of all new parts for lighter weight and even more adjustability, of course.
Yes, and don't forget to mention that there's a nitro version too.
Yeah, of course. It also features the updated suspension and chassis parts, but of course, extra stuff here for you nitro freaks out there.
And here's something that will work perfectly in that new SWorks GTE car.
Yes, is it the new and updated Team Cayote Crest 8 Evo Speedo?
Easy for you to say, and you stole my line.
I did indeed. The Crest 8 Evo can handle a staggering 1,080 amps of peak power and has 37 different adjustable settings. Plus it has dust, overheating, and reverse polarity protection.
Well, at least I can say, here's your main stories. Now, the EFRA AGM is coming up. Please, don't go anywhere. Don't tune out. This is going to be interesting, I promise. Just give it 1 minute. Just give us 1 minute. And just like last year, we'll be looking at the major rule proposals for each racing category.
Yes, we'll also be sharing the host tracks for next year's Euros because those are decided a year in advance.
That's right. The AGM, or Annual General Meeting, is something that happens, well, annually.
Yes, and every year, the rules proposals for the European version of ROAR, FEMCA, and FEMAR host their AGM with in-person meetings, discussions, and voting.
Of course, this matters for racers across Europe, but should it matter to racers in the USA, or Asia, or South Africa?
Well, yeah, of course, because many of the rules developed by EFRA make their way to ROAR and other RC Federation groups.
That's right. There are a lot of cross-pollination of rules, with the IFMAR rules influencing EFRA and ROAR, and EFRA rules influencing other major ruling blocks. All of this is to say,
the EFRA AGM does matter, and if you race in the UK or across Europe, you should have a look at the various proposals.
Indeed, head over to efra.ws and check out the proposals for the classes and sections that you care about, because they very well could affect the racing that you do, even at club level.
Yeah, and get in touch with your RC Federation if you have anything that you want to say.
Yeah, Have your say. After all, they do represent you, the RC racer.
Yeah. Look for coverage real soon on those proposals and the effort AGM. And now, where is Scotty?
Where on earth is Scotty?
Hey everybody, Scotty Ernst here, and this week I am in Las Vegas. I'm here for the Team Associated Vintage Off-Road Championships.
If there was one race event that I personally wanted to attend this year, this was it.
Nearly every legend of off-road RC racing from the 80s and 90s was there.
Yeah, and those guys were racing in a Legends class with a dozen or so of the top racers of the day, including a few of the current top racers like Spencer Rivkin. I lost count at over 20 world titles on the track at one point.
Wow, there were 474 entries spread across 248 races and 10 classes of racing, grouped by racing era and drivetrain.
Yeah, two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. With the categories going back as far as 1976, there was many old and re-released cars on the track.
And that track was a recreation of the 1985 World's Track with small jumps, loose dirt, and real grass.
Now, we see real grass at many of the Euro tracks we go to, but trust us, that is a rarity in the US of A.
And we have to give a massive thanks to Nathan Rawls, who is one of the long-time champions of vintage buggy racing here in the UK.
Here he is talking to the king, Richard Saxton of Team Associated, who helped build and organize the racing at the track.
I saw you absolutely grafting yesterday on this track. You're out there watering, you're helping put all this together. The biggest thank you from all of us as racers. We are loving it. So
it just takes a huge team and the people back at the shop.
But obviously you're running an RC10T.
Yeah.
What spec of car is this one? Is it a T3 or a
RC10T, the original one,
Yep.
with an Avid bearing kit.
Nathan was able to get FaceTime with many of the legendary racers and their cars, whether original examples from the old days or resto mods with a few newer additions.
Let's take the top off and get inside this beautiful Rubrics RX4 Evo, which is full Dunbar edition. So that'll mean all black, anodized, and all gold screws. Absolutely pimping, full radio electronics, and all good. Absolutely stunning.
And with the racing classes going up to 1998, we'd bet that there's some of you watching that would be younger than the cars on track.
Yeah, there's just something about vintage racing, isn't there? Here's our mate Craig Drescher and Nathan talking about what makes old school racing something different.
Just, I mean, like reminiscing. It's what it's all about.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, Scott Hughes was with me. He's not here, but he was rooming with me for the first night. Wanted an early night. We ended up being up until 2:30 in the morning, reminiscing, talking crash, working on the cars again like the old days, which we never do these days.
Yeah.
You know, until 2:30 in the morning, and
Of course, like many of the racers at the track, Nathan took the opportunity to collect autographs.
Now, if you're not familiar with MIP products, not only do they do great RC tools, but Eustace Moore designed a four-wheel drive conversion for the RC10 way back in 1985.
So this is an update from the original car that you did many moons ago.
Yeah. It's very similar to the final car that we did before we stopped the project. So right after we came from the Worlds and we stopped. So when we went to the Worlds, we went to World with this configuration.
Yep.
Where it's got the slipper in front, the heavy duty spindles and carriers.
Yep.
But the entire drive system going back to the rear basically stayed the same. We made changes in the rear, got rid of the slipper that was back there, went with a jack shaft. Yeah. So it's much more compressed, much more reliable, and this kit's going to be made for racing.
Nathan also got to have a chat with the GOAT himself, Masami Hirosaka, and he got up close and personal with his cars as well.
This is his Masami edition, so we're going to have a quick look at it. Naughty big balls on there, as I would say. Full radio electronics KO transmitter from memory, which is a work of art in itself. That looks awesome. And so, as I say, a Masami car, big balls on, and a B3 as well with big balls for all of our guys. Nothing major, slight tweaks to the towers that I can see on the B3, just for fitment.
And the winner was, well, it doesn't really matter, does it? The point was to meet up with old friends and do some great racing, right?
Yeah, And the best part, it sounds like they're planning another race already, so it looks like this will be an annual event.
Remember last week's Hobbywing giveaway? Well, Stefan Guy RC followed all the rules, did all the post sharing, and won himself a signed Brock Champion Hobbywing motor.
That's right, and we started a second Hobbywing technology giveaway last Monday, and the winner of that, winning a Marcus Carup signed Hobbywing motor, is Daniel Nuto Meister. Congratulations, Daniel.
Wow, we've already been in touch with him because he also followed all the rules, and now he's got himself a motor on the way.
That's right. Congratulations to both of you, and enjoy those brand new motors. I wonder if they'll actually install and use a World Championship signed motor.
No, sacrilege. Absolute sacrilege. Yeah. So that's it for this week. We hope you've enjoyed this episode of RCTV News.
That's right. And if we missed something, or if you want to correct something, drop us a comment, or just, keep stum.
Yeah. Yeah, this past Monday, we dropped the latest episode of the Team Cayote podcast with Pekko Ivanen.
Yes, RCTV Heroes were able to watch that first, and that's just one benefit of being a hero.
See the link in description for details on how to join RCTV Heroes. And we'll be launching a new Heroes program very soon.
Yeah.
Yay. So
look out for that.
Look out for that if you want to join and win great prizes.
Yeah.
Join,
watch and win.
This episode has been brought to you by our amazing title sponsor, Team Cayote.
Yes, and our awesome partners.
Team Savox, Tonisport,
Invisible Speed Mayako Youth Mentoring Program,
RC,
Orlowski Racing Line,
RSRC,
EuroRC,
Mao Graphics,
36 Move. That's it for this week. Bye. Yes.
Question of the week.
Yes, of course. Question of the week.
Question of the week.
Vintage. It's all about vintage at the minute.
Yes.
What classic RC racing car would you like to see re-released? That's our question for you. That's our question this week.
Which team associated re-release would you like to see de-released?
Yes.
There's
Which
that
gold
too.
and white car would you like to have turned into white and gold?
Re-release or de-release? Just write something in comments, please. Hey there, we can't believe it, but you've made it to the secret after show.
Yes. First, we want to honor our heroes.
And for everyone else, we don't want to say goodbye. We want you to join us.
Yeah. If you want us to be able to keep making this content and coverage, there's a few ways that you can help.
Yeah. First and most importantly, you can hit subscribe.
Then, if you really want to support us, you can become an RCTV hero by joining the channel. Click join down below on YouTube, and the link for that is also in the description.
If you want to rep RCTV, then go to rcracingtv.com and buy some merch.
Finally, if you want to help us just keep the lights on, then you can buy us a coffee right here.
Right down there, or in person if we bump into you at the track.
Now, if you're still watching after all that, then it's time to pick your next clip. I would say the top one.
No, I think this one is way more their speed. I think this is the one that they'll like.
Okay. Well, either way, thanks and goodbye.